So hi there everyone, this is Nikhil and today we are going to see a new board game which we invented in our company Protoprix. So Protoprix is very much interested to launch this board game of Formula 1 board game. So there will be circuits like this. So each circuit is having certain shape and it is going to be so exciting. So these are the four teams which will be participating in the races. One is the Red Buck Racing and Mark Lawrence, Ferrosa, and Albatross. They have their own color and they represent blue, yellow, red, and green colors. And this is the overall rules for playing the game. So each player can choose any one car. Maximum two players to four players can play the game. For initially, you will be using the qualifying. So similar to how qualifying happens for a real Formula 1 race, each player will roll the dice and whoever gets the least number will take the pole position. Pole position means the first position of placing the pawn on the racetrack, and during the race you will be moving the car pawns according to the face value that is coming on the dice, and you can overtake based on how many cars are there ahead of you. And if some car is going slow and some car is going fast, then overtake can happen. And there are two special spots, penalty spot and spin spots, where if the car lands on that particular space, such as here, this is the penalty spot and this is the spin spot, that particular player is going to lose one turn, similar to an F1 race wherein it's a type of a penalty for the driver, or if the driver makes some mistake, so they are going to lose some places. Similarly, the player is going to lose one turn to play the dice. And lastly, we have the DRS. So whenever the car pawn lands on the DRS spot, the pawn is going to move 6 places ahead, which is the maximum value on the dice. So irrespective of the face value of the dice, the player will be moving 6 places ahead. So with these rules, and there is also a points table for awarding the points for all these cars. So we have four Grand Prix. First is Bahrain, then Spain, then Britain, then India, and accordingly we will allot points. So if the particular car comes first, it's 10 points. Second goes 6 points. Third goes 4 points. And if you come fourth, there is 1 point. At the end of the championship, whoever is getting the maximum points will be declared the world champion. So with this in mind, let's, for the sake of this video, we will play the Bahrain Grand Prix. And in order to play the dice, we will be using the virtual dice. The first turn is the Red Buck Racing with their livery as blue. Let's roll it and mark them. Okay. Then Mark Lawrence. Mark Lawrence might get pole position. We'll see. And then Ferrosa. Ferrosa 4. Okay. And then green, that is Albatross 5. So there is a tie between Red Buck Racing and Albatross. So Red Buck Racing will play here again. It's 2. And then Albatross. Again 2. They both are getting tied up. So this goes on until the grid positions are fixed. Red Buck Racing 2. And then Albatross. It's a 6. So pole position goes to Mark Lawrence. We place it at the pole location. Then comes the Ferrosa. And then comes the blue color car, that is the Red Buck. And finally, Albatross. And this is the grid position. Qualifying is over. Now we are going to play the main race. So, first pole position, the order of playing the dice is first yellow, then red, then blue, then green. For sake of simplicity, we will use color codes, but they represent their own Formula 1 teams. Let's start playing. It's a 1, move one place ahead. And then for red color, 5. So move 5 places ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the blue color car, it's a 1, move one place ahead. In the initial stages, DRS is not going to take any effect, but in the subsequent laps, if you land on this DRS, that pawn is going to move 6 places ahead. And lastly, the Albatross green, it moves one place ahead. And now the playing order is changing. So the leading car is going to lead the race and start rolling the dice first, which is Ferrosa. It's a 5. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then comes the Mark Lawrence, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Redbuck Racing, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Albatross, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if two pawns are occupying the same space, then you can place them side by side, and it doesn't matter in what order they are playing. And then first is again Ferrosa, which is leading the race, 3. We'll move 3 places, 1, 2, and 3. Then comes the Mark Lawrence, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then play the green pawn. Green pawn is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally the blue pawn, 2. 1, 2. So Albatross has overtaken the blue color Redbuck Racing. I am going to fast forward this and we will see the ending of the race. So coming back, now we are going to play the Ferrosa again, and you can see that the yellow pawn, which is Mark Lawrence, landed on the spin box, so it's not going to play for this turn. Let's see how much goes for Ferrosa. It's 2. 1, 2. And we are not going to play for Mark Lawrence. We will play for Albatross directly. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Albatross has overtaken Mark Lawrence. Redbuck goes for a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Redbuck Racing has also overtaken the Mark Lawrence car. Ferrosa goes 1. And then Albatross, it goes a 2. And then Redbuck Racing, 3. They both are occupying the same place. And now Mark Lawrence can finally play after losing one turn. It goes a 3. And I will fast forward this again. We have come to the final stage. Ferrasa has landed on DRS zone. So it's going to go ahead 6 places. And it is the first car to cross the finish line first. So we will place it in the first place on the top step of the podium. And let's continue the game. Albatross 3. Then roll the dice again. This time for Mark Lawrence 3. And then Redbuck Racing 4. One, two, three, 4. It's going to be very interesting. Any car can be overtaken at any point of time. Let's play green, that is Albatross. It goes for a 6. Roll it again for blue. It's a 4. Sorry, this one has to be 6. So from here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And blue is gone only 4 places. So second comes is Albatross. And third is Redbuck Racing. And last one is Mark Lawrence. You can see that Mark Lawrence lost one place when it landed on spin, similar to how in the action happens in a real Formula 1 car or Formula 1 race. Randomly, any driver can make any mistake at any point of time and they can lose track positions. Similarly, Mark Lawrence has lost track position and now it is not even in the podium and it has gone all the way down to 4th place. And we'll go ahead and write the points. The winner gets 10 points. Second place goes to Mark Lawrence. Third place for Redbuck Racing. And finally 1 point for Mark Lawrence. So like this, you can play the championship, add all the points of all the 4 races. You can see here, after the Bahrain Grand Prix, it's the Spanish Grand Prix. After that, Britain. And after that, finally, Indian Grand Prix. And finally, the championship winner will be declared at the end of the 4 races. This is the board game. But just for showing to you, I have used the virtual game boards and virtual pawns and virtual dice. So if you are actually purchasing this game in retail stores, you will get a board and you will get the pawns and dice as well. Thank you for watching.